that is the message. And some people, bewilderingly, are following that. There has been a huge surge of young people being castrated in the name of transgenderism. Reuters recently reported that in the past few years, 56 minors between the ages of 13 to 17 have undergone genital mutilation in clinics around the country. 776 minors have undergone mastectomies, having their breasts cut off, and more than 14,000 have been poisoned with hormone treatment, which will, in a lot of cases, sterilize them for life, cause them osteoporosis and other problems. So obviously, this is a very dark moment in our history. A civilized country would not put up with that. Hungary has a Child Protection Act which prevents any of this crap from going on, children from being sexualized. And because it has taken a stand against sexualizing children, Hungary is being sued by over a dozen EU member states. Balázs Orbán is the political director for Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orbán, one of the smartest people we've ever talked about politics, and he joins us tonight. Balázs, thank you so much for coming on. So you are taking an unpopular position that I think will be vindicated by history. You personally will be vindicated by history, but right now it's got to be hard. Why are you sticking to your position in Hungary?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, Tucker, for the nice words, and thank you for having me. Well, actually, the whole story started around 2021 when we in Hungary started to realize that something is coming. It's like a storm which is coming. Woke ideology or LGBTQ propaganda is arriving to Hungary, to schools, through media and through NGOs. And you know, you can imagine how a grassroots normal Hungarian citizen reacted on that. We don't have the word woke in Hungarian. People were asking, what are you talking about? Vogue, is that the French magazine or what? But then they started to realize that this is you know, this is something serious. And when we introduced the Child Protection Bill, which bans transgenderism and the LGBTQ propaganda for minors, then the whole Brussels bureaucracy and European Union were going against us. Then we decided to turn towards the people, and we organized a national referendum when almost 4 million people said no to gender propaganda and said yes to child protection law. It's compared to the size of America, it would mean almost 130 million supportive votes. But then, as it happens, the empire strikes back, and the Brusselian deep state, it's very similar to the DC one. It's started a legal persecution against Hungary, which is backed by many Western European countries. Eastern European countries think differently, but there is an ongoing, really political and legal Cold War. But we try to keep the fronts up.
So it sounds like you're not going to back down.
No, definitely not. And
So
you know, the Hungarian people are behind us. So this is their expectation. This is, you know, my job is not to be popular among the Brusselian elites, but to represent the interest of my people in Brussels. This is why we have no other chance just to take the battle.
You anticipated my question, amazingly. I was going to ask, does the public support this? So just to be really clear in closing, a democracy is a government that represents the will of its people. You're often called a dictatorship. But this policy reflects what Hungarians want, just to be clear. Is that right?
True. This is what Hungarian wants. It's out of question. And if the media, the state, the big powers are against you, your only backing is the support of the people. We are very grateful for that, and we have to serve them.
Yeah. So if Samantha Power doesn't like it, you're a dictatorship, right? I got
yeah,
it. The terms have changed.
Oh, yeah. If you are not with us, then you are a dictatorship. This is how this foreign policy looks like. USAID immediately launched a Central European program. She visited our country, and they really are ready to enlighten us.
Yeah, I would keep her out of your country if I were you. Balázs Orbán, coming from one of the last democracies in the West, Hungary, thanks so much for coming on today.
Thank you very much.
Subscribe to the Fox News YouTube channel.